You're watching News 10 Good Morning Weekend.
Good Sunday morning, everyone. Hope it's off to a great start. I'm Chris Wynn.
And I'm Kate Larson. Dina Kupfer is in for Darla this morning. It is so cold outside.
I know. Coming into work today, it was cold, but it got even colder as the sun starts to come up, you know, and it was freezing.
Absolutely. I ran out to the parking lot for literally about a minute and 30 seconds, and I came back shivering.
I can attest to the look on her face, too.
Not
it was
happy.
rough.
Well, unfortunately, we may have to deal with these conditions again tomorrow morning, so if you're not excited about the cold weather, I apologize. I just tell you the forecast. I don't make it, I promise.
Fault, Dina.
But here is a look at what we're dealing with this morning. We do have a hard freeze warning in effect. The National Weather Service issued this at about 3 o'clock this morning, and it continues on through about 9 o'clock, so just about a half hour away now. You will see some frost in the outlying valley areas through about 10 o'clock this morning because of this cooler weather. And so do be aware, temperatures in the upper teens to lower 20s throughout the valley, Sacramento County, as well as the San Joaquin County, seeing effects of this hard freeze warning. And again, this is going to last until about 9 o'clock this morning. Here is a live look outside, and we are seeing very, very chilly conditions. One of the coldest days of the year to date so far. Sacramento, 25 degrees, Stockton sitting at 26, and in Marysville, they are nearly touching 30. But the big story for the Sierra, -14 in Tahoe. I am very glad I am not there right now. Currently, a little further out in the region, though, we are seeing very cold conditions basically everywhere. How much longer can we expect this cold to last? I'm going to have much more on that coming up in my full forecast. Here's a hint, though. The sun's going to stick around, and things might look a little better toward the end of the week.
I felt cold just hearing that -14 and seeing it on the map, too.
I know.
Goodness, in Tahoe. Wow.
Yes, very cold.
All right, thank you, Dina.
Thanks.
And welcome back. We are talking a lot of cold this morning. I'm Dina Kupfer in for Darla Givens, and the big story of the day is this hard freeze warning that has been issued. It goes until about 9 o'clock this morning, so just a few minutes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the temperatures are just going to start to rise at that point. We're still probably going to see some frost on the ground throughout the valley into the rest of the morning, as well as down in Stockton, Modesto as well. So here's a live look right now out at the Stockton area this morning. Oh, I'm sorry, this is our Sacramento cam. 25 degrees currently, so temperatures really aren't starting to warm up quite yet. We do again have that hard freeze warning in effect. That's been issued by the National Weather Service. It continues on for the next few minutes, and so this means that temperatures overnight and into the morning were in the upper teens and lower 20s, creating for frosty conditions on the valley floor. So if you have any plants outside that are sensitive to the cool air, kind of the same story tomorrow. So you're going to want to bring those inside or make sure that you're covering them. Also, if you have any pets and you're letting them out this morning, you're going to want to make sure that you take them inside pretty quickly because it's very cold. We do have near record low conditions today. 25 is our forecast for that low. The record of 22 degrees set back in 2007 for Sacramento, and we are approaching records also in Stockton and Modesto with these cooler conditions. Coldest day of the year so far for the Sacramento and Modesto and Stockton regions. Right now, our satellite and radar showing not a whole lot of activity. We have a high pressure system sitting right over the state right now, which means that there's not a whole lot of cloud coverage. And so none of that moisture is being held in, none of that warm air being held in any under clouds. And so right now we just have a cold front making its way through the state, and that's going to continue on through at least today into tomorrow and creating for some very cool conditions for the rest of our week as well. We will start to slowly warm up as we approach Wednesday and Thursday, but overnight you're really not going to feel much of a difference. It's still going to be very, very cold out there, so do be aware of that. You're going to want to layer up and bundle up. That's the story of the week, I think. Hourly weather pattern, it's going to be at about 47 degrees by the noon hour today. Again, mostly sunny conditions today and for the rest of the week. Our high temperature is expected to get up to about 51. That should hit at roughly 3 o'clock this afternoon, and then dipping back into the 40s by about 6 o'clock this evening. Today's burn status, it is legal to burn in Sacramento County. Stockton, Modesto, please burn cleanly if you have a wood burning stove and if you need to do so. So here is our forecast for the region today. In the Yuba City region, as well as Sacramento, Elk Grove, we're seeing the upper 40s, lower 50s, and again, mostly sunny conditions. Not a whole lot of wind to talk about. So really, it's just that cold air that's just going to be sitting in that high pressure air mass above us for the next few days. Tonight, we're going to drop into the upper 20s for Sacramento. So another very cold morning for your Monday morning commute tomorrow. You should expect some frost on the car tomorrow morning as you head into work, so be aware of that and make sure that you also are bringing a heavy jacket with you along for the ride. Tonight in the foothills area, we're going to be up to about 25 in Stockton, 26 in Modesto for the San Joaquin Valley, and then in the foothills and in the Sierra, we're going to be very chilly today as well, but getting all the way up to about 40 degrees in Pollock Pines, Placerville getting up to about 45, and then tonight really dropping down to those cooler conditions. South Lake Tahoe, 0 degrees, and then check out Truckee, -7. So very, very cold in the Sierra. If you're planning on heading up to the slopes at all, you're going to want to pack a very warm jacket, as well as probably some of those ski masks to protect your face as you're heading down the slopes. 7-day forecast looking like it's going to be a pretty nice and sunny week ahead, getting up to 56 by Wednesday. Overnight, still very chilly, and in the Lake Tahoe region, very cold overnight. Sunny conditions, though, for the rest of the week. We'll be right back here on News 10. Good morning.